Peoples of the universe, please attend carefully. The message that follows is vital to the future of you all.
Yeah, might not be tonight. Tonight, this might be talking and having a laugh about something. Might not be vital to the future of us. Well, who knows? Who knows? Or dare to stream. You never know. You never know where a live stream's going to end when you start it. That is the truth. They could go in any old direction. I have a rough idea. I mean, I have a what's the word I'm looking for? A game plan. Yeah, I have a game plan. I have a direction. I have a rough map. I have places that we're going to visit. Maybe. I mean, I got more places that we can visit than we're probably going to have time. Maybe we'll see how long we'll go. Lots to talk about. Well, here. Okay, I'm going to start with this. This is your reward for being the first people here, because this is. I'm not going to do this again. But people have asked me. I've actually got several emails asking me the same question. Do I still think the current president is going to have a second term? Do I still think that? And look, to be sure, it's far less likely now, isn't it? It's far less likely today than it was last week. That I think is we can all agree on, right? So weirdly, I had to think about it. I had to have a think about it. I go, do I? Now it seems like crazy, but I don't know, like crazier, right? It's already seen that crazy was pushed to the max for anything to happen, and now it's just got like quadrupled. I was like, what? It's crazy. So I had to think. Do I still think they can get a second term? And weirdly, yes, I do. And it's not sane. I just gotta be level with you. Now, look, I'm gonna go through my thought process, and I give him my worldview. I'm gonna explain my worldview and my thought process, and tell me where I'm wrong, okay? Tell me where I'm wrong. Now, I preface this with, well, I'm probably wrong. It doesn't seem very likely, right? It doesn't seem very likely, but I can't see the flaw in my logic. So anyway, so basically, this is what I believe. I believe in God. I believe God is infinite, which means he has complete connection to everything at all time, right? God is omnipotent. I think God. If you ever seen the movie The Thing, right? You ever seen The Thing, where the way they can work out if the thing was a thing. Well, I'm talking about the sequel, not the remake, the James Cut Kurt Russell one. What's he called again? John Carpenter one. That one, The Thing, with the dog, right? The Thing. The way they could test it with the thing, if they got somebody's blood and they heated it, and if the blood would just went, it's just human blood, but the blood went and ran away, right? It was the thing, because every part of it was aware. So that's God, essentially, right? Everything, right? So generally speaking, God gives us this thing called free will, right? Lets us do what we want, because that's the freaking point of the universe, right? There's no point of this world if we don't have free will. Because without free will, there's no way of doing the wrong thing, right? There's no way of doing being bad. And let's be honest, being bad's kind of fun. Speaking of somebody who likes to be a bit of a naughty rabbi, being bad, kind of fun. So but that's what free will is. You can choose. Normally, look, basically the choice is this: you can either do what you want or be the person you want to be. Right? That's essentially the choice, I think, in life. You can be one or the other. You can't really get both, right? So that's basically this world. So generally speaking, God leaves things alone, but there is a place where God is. Again, this is in Jewish, in Kabbalah. Actually, this is in real weird stuff. The one place that God is supposed to get involved is choosing the leaders, choosing the kings, right? And ever since I learned that, I kind of saw it, right? So I don't know if it's me imprinting that on what I'm seeing, or and I'm over again. Look, I'm as a rational, imbibing, thumple creationist, I think, as anybody could ever hope to be. So anyway, but what God gets involved is in choosing the leaders, the kings, right? And I kind of saw that, like God really wanted Barack Obama to be president. It seems kind of clear to me that God really wanted, and what did God need to do? Firstly, he made it rain, and that's not really out of God's purview. That's in God's playbook. Rain there, no problem. I can do that. Okay, we're not going to flood. It's just going to rain. We're not flooding the world. A bit of rain. God can do that. And then, obviously God could do it, but also then they had the prime mortgage implosion at the exact right millisecond, right, to destroy McCain, who kind of, I don't know, would he have been a good president? Probably better than Obama in the short term. I think the function of the Obama presidency, they can't have been really. I mean, maybe, but I think it was supposed to. I thought it was to show the utter failure of his worldview. Because everything he did went bad. It felt good, but it ended up pretty bad. And then the Trumpster comes along and totally the other way around, right? Everything he does, you go, whoa, that feels a bit odd. You're the president. You shouldn't be saying, you're a loser. But I kind of like it about him. I do. I like the wrestler talk. I just do, okay? I like it. I have that sense of humor. I got into the Trumpy thing because for the jokes. Honestly, when I heard he was running, I was like, "Well, this is going to be hilarious, right?" I didn't think okay. And then I saw people. I thought it was hilarious, right? Destroying Jeb Bush. Oh God! And then, oh man, those primaries. Bloody hell! He's calmed down. He's calmed down a bit since then. But whoa, you were like, oh, what? And your wife too. I was like, whoa, what the hell? Okay, but okay, and that's how I thought. What? And then when he won, I saw everybody there was this weird shift where people laughed, and then were like, we must destroy him and make everything up. And I just saw this lies. And if you're going to lie about somebody, I'm normally get on their side, right? That is my bias, right? If I see a bunch of people lying about someone, I normally go to that side. So I'm like, okay, fine. So and then I was like, well, I think he makes sense, So then I thought I was thinking, well, God's doing something weird with the world. I mean, it's either him or Hillary Clinton, right? So it was kind of like Cersei Lannister versus, what's the name? Baratheon. The one who gets killed at the end of the thing. Gets killed by the bull. What's his name? Led the revolution. Whatever, not Stannis. Fun Stannis. Gotta see. I like that actor. I gotta see him in more stuff, by the way. I watched 44-inch chess. I gotta send everybody links for Scrooge for tomorrow. I forgot to do that. I was supposed to do that yesterday. I saw him in a movie called 44-inch chess. One of the best bits of it was him. I gotta see him in more stuff. I like it. Anyway, not Stannis. The other one, Mark Addy. Whatever. So I was like, well, okay. And then, the Trump stuff just became a weird champion for my worldview, right? My values. I was like, well, that's weird. In that, I mean, I listen. I get he stalks porn stars. I believe he does. I mean, okay. I don't know. Listen, the cheating I have much more problem with than the stripping the porn star. I mean, the porn star's kind of working. Yeah, they can't be it's getting a taxi driver to drive you somewhere at gunpoint rather than a regular person. That's kind of their job, They know what they're doing, right? But I don't like the cheating. Cheating's bad. But whatever. I don't know. It's a weird world they live in. I don't know where I would be if people were throwing themselves at me, which kind of that his life was. It's what called being rich is. It's exactly, I think there was plenty of infidelity opportunity, and I believe that whole Access Hollywood thing. That tape, he was telling the truth. Women were very easy for him. Yeah, he's telling the truth. 9 times out of 10 it worked, right? 9 times out of 10 it worked. Fair enough. I mean, I couldn't do it, but okay. Anyway, but he seemed to become this weird champion for my worldviews. Now, my worldviews kind of like God's worldviews, right? Like, yeah, I believe in God. I'm a crazy, a creationist, right? I do. I really genuinely believe in God. So then I kind of get the feeling like there's like Ender Daisy going on, right? It's like this guy is, I think, the embodiment of the nation of Edom, the good of Edom, right? He's Esau. He was Jacob's brother. He was described as being basically big red hair. That was like how they describe in the Bible. The Bible doesn't use many words to describe people, right? So it's like, well, that's interesting. It's like they basically called him the Orange Man, right? That's really bad. I don't know what to tell you. That's how. So that's what I think. He's the king of the good of Edom, right? And yeah, basically, Esau and Jacob were supposed to work together. Jacob became Israel, and Edom was supposed to be the protector of Israel, right? And like let Israel get on, and like I have to tell you, that's what he's been. I think he's been great. For me, he's been great. I think his governance has been successful. So yeah. So we get to the election. And I'm expecting him to win. I don't think God's going to want to turn around, right? Because that's the way I look at things. I'm crazy, right? I believe in this shit, right? I'm thinking, I don't think about what's normal, what I'm saying. I'm thinking like, well, what does God think? And I do. That's the way I look at things. It's just, and oftentimes I'm right. So I'm like, so what's God? I can't see him wanting to turn around. So I'm assuming he's winning. And in the election night he's winning. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, it's all over. He's won. And then suddenly they go, oh, so everybody's not counting, and you get the big like we've cheated everybody. And like weirdly, it doesn't matter what side you're on. I mean, it only matters what side you're on. If you're on his side, you can see they cheated completely. If you're against him, there's no possibility. And there's like that world can't meet. It's the weirdest thing, but we kind of it's like, and I keep saying, but there's all these affidavits and stuff. When they say there's no evidence, I'm not saying there was. I'm just saying there might have the reason. Okay, that's all I'm saying. They have the reason he counted all those ballots in secret. All those Xerox ones from dead people. More, by the way, is it? If you know about the Battle of Gettysburg, it's a very famous military cemetery where we have to be very honored to bury there. There are more dead people who voted that are buried in that cemetery. Okay, so, and there might be a good reason. But if you, I was speaking to a guy in the synagogue 2 days ago, the one guy in town who's a big, anti-Trump, not anti-Trump, anti-Trump, well, like pro-Democrat, like the one guy in town. I'm thinking, are you out your freaking mind? Like, this guy's always talking about property values. We got to do more property. What do you think your property value is going to be under a Biden presidency? We live in occupied Samaria, dickhead. What do you think? Think it's going to work out? Well, we're like one step away from being annexed over here. So, like, it was going to be... then our property values will bloody double. And his son, who is, by the way, freaking awesome kid. Love this kid. This kid, he's got a YouTube channel, and he does it in Hebrew, but he's got real presence and charisma, and he's totally responsible. I love this kid. Freaking awesome kid. So, his kid is like 14. 5 years from now, he's going to be facing down the gun barrel of Hamas. What's better? A Hamas under Trump that's been like starved to death and is like defeated on every side, or a Hamas under Biden that's heavily funded, protected in the UN, while our hands are tied behind our back. This is my kids are going to be out in the army by then. Your kid's going to be in the front line, dickhead. What do you think? You know what? I mean, listen, this is not about ideology. This is about you're going to blow up your freaking life. Sorry, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If you're on one side, you're on one side. If you're on the other side, you're on the other side. And there's nothing. People can it's weird, isn't it? So anyway, so my first thought was, I couldn't get my head around it. I was like, then I thought, I just don't see God wanting to do that. I don't see God wanting to do condemn America and by extension the world to a Biden presidency. I don't think God would want to do that, right? Everything they've screamed about the people who hate Trump, that's actually going to happen. You're like, there's never going to be an end, right? You're never going to be voted. Elections are meaningless. It's over, right? Listen, maybe he won legitimately. I doubt it. Maybe he did. I doubt it. Why not count the votes? Why not do an audit? No. Anyway, so I expected some kind of miracle to happen, and everybody people I would say who are motivated by hating God to go, oh my God, and lose it. I expected that to happen, right? And I kind of expect that to happen around now, right? Because it's Hanukkah, which is a time of miracles. We got 2 nights to go, baby. Although it is just Rosh Chodesh Tevet, which is you get to check when it's like Rosh Chodesh is the new month. So a new month is the new moon. It's like the zodiac thing is something we kind of believe it, right? And so like a reality kind of does shift. So maybe something happened there. Like last night is the biggest night for miracles, right? Last night 2 years ago, Rabushkin was freed, was let out of jail. Rabushkin was this guy. It's kind of a sweet, stupid guy who inherited this incredibly huge business meat packing industry, the kosher slaughterers for like America. It was a huge business, and he was like this sweet little yeshiva guy. I'm writing it down. Anyway, so he got himself in trouble. He showed up the FBI because his screening for illegal aliens was better than theirs. And so they came after him. They banged him up for something, and because of that, they got him. He had to borrow money, and because of that, they got him on money laundering, and they basically had him banged in jail. It was like the guy from the prosecuting, the investigation team, right? The detective team was the judge, right? And I'm not exactly. He was so stitched up, and he was in jail. He was not getting out. Poor bastard. And he was just like a normal, like little yeshiva guy, right? And like one of those little like stereotypical Jews with the black beard and the white shirt and the pants, the Jewy Jew, right? That was him, right? He was super Jewy, and poor bastard, it was like life was torn apart. So Trump let him out, right? Trump let him out. He tell you, same year he moved the embassy to Jerusalem. So, man, I just can't see. It's in my head. God would be like, oh, thanks for that, and like then take a crap on you, It will blow my mind. It will blow my mind. So, but reality is reality, right? Reality is reality. So, okay. I expected some kind of thing to happen, like the Supreme Court to say, get in. No. But I was like, whoa. So, do I still think it win? It's much less likely, but I still do, because those constants remain the same. I just don't see God wanting to do this to Trump or the American people or the world. I don't think we've done anything that bad, right? I don't think because to let this hideous miscarriage of justice happen, it is again, it destroys reality. This is the sort of thing that God brought the flood for. This is serious shit. This is like don't piss around with this stuff. Like, okay, Jews have 613 commandments to follow. Basically, they're all about farming, right? Most of them are about farming. Most of them don't apply if you don't have a farm. You're cool if you don't have a farm, right? But non-Jews have 7, right? You got 7, the 7 deadly sins, right? So it's one of them. It's one of those like having courts that you can rely on, right? Having a system of jurisprudence. Like without that, reality breaks, right? And it's not good. It's not good for anyone. So I know, but that's the gun we're looking down at. So do I think it's good? Yeah, I think it is, without being crazy, that something could happen. We are relying. We are relying on the status quo remaining so, right? We are relying on the status quo remaining so. Now, I don't think there's any evidence and proof that will convince anyone, right? They've just concretely approved after an audit of the voting machines in, where was it? Let me look it up for you. One second. Mitch McConnell, screw you. What was it about? Michigan, somewhere in Michigan. Audit finds Michigan County Dominion voting was rigged to create fraud. Was rigged, wasn't an accident, was rigged to create fraud, right? We were giving them benefit out, rigged to create fraud. Do what? Yeah, no, actually, like it made 68% of the ballots become invalid, which meant the people working there chose, which meant the people there would always choose Biden, right? That would make just such a subtle change. Oh, man. So much they cheat. So anyway, I can see God allowing this to happen, right? Only to shame the people doing it. That's the only way I could see God even allowing this to happen. Because this is it's about choosing leaders. I think God would like step in and go, "Hey, listen, something would happen. Like some crap would go down. Accident, happenstance, right?" I think. Yeah, I think now, but for where we are right now, we're relying on the status quo remaining the same. So, firstly, we got the audit of the voting software. That's a big deal. We got Hunter Biden under investigation. There's no scandal has to come out about him. We have Joe Biden have to have no scandal come out about him somehow, right? Somehow we have to have no go down for anyone, right? Everyone's got to status quo has to remain the same because this is what happens. I believe there's going to be a constitutional challenge. It's impossible for Trump to win unless you have both houses agree with it. Like they both, I something like that. I think it's something I can't remember what it is. Alan Dershowitz explained it. I was like, yeah, whatever. That's not going to happen. But it's going to unless there's some insane like all this stuff about the Chinese hooker spies, which I'm like, yeah, that sounds pretty good. Although I don't know. Listen, I'm not. I think it was beautiful. Obviously, I just have a very how can I explain it? How can I explain my aesthetic? A very Western European aesthetic. I just do. I like I like a bouncy castle. That could be said. I like a bouncy castle. That's I mean not overly robust, but yeah, I think that's the kind of thing I go for. Anyway, as I say, I digress. So you got to wait. Have the status quo remain the same. Any shit could happen. Anything could go down. Tom Pence gets to choose the count the ballots. So what the hell? Tom Pence counts the ballots, and there are 2 sets of dueling ballots for each of the dueling states. There's 4 dueling ballots, which means you have Republican nominators and you have Democrat nominators, right? They're called dueling ballots, right? So John, there's one that's certified by the legislator, one that's certified by the governor. And the governor's stamp normally is the last line, but Tom Pence could say, "I'm going to read this one instead of that one," right? And that could happen. Now, that could happen if there's some intense scandal comes out. I kind of get a feeling something's going to go down, man. Whatever. It doesn't seem so crazy. That a sign could go down to stop this happening, because it doesn't make any sense to me that it would happen. Having said that, they say God moves in mysterious ways, don't they? So that's what it is. End of the day, I could be completely wrong, and I could still retain my whole belief system, because I go, hey, what do I know? So, but hey, my belief is, I mean, I don't know. I just don't. Even if nothing happens, I just don't see Joe Biden being inaugurated as president of the 52 states of America as we know them today. I just don't see Texas being there. I don't see about 8 or 9 states being there, right? I see a lot of states not being there. I think there's going to be a massive cessation, if that happens. I think they're talking about making a union of states that abide by the Constitution, which they're making a fair point, right? Because this is there's no Constitution. Right, if the Constitution can be disregarded, as it was, in these, if you want to argue, listen, we changed the rules, even though we did it unfairly, even though we did it illegally, we did it, and the rules are changed, and we followed the rules, and this is what happened. So there you go. If you want to say that's your argument, and that's a fair argument, right? I can't. That's all the truth, right? If you want to say it's not fair that you did that, well, that's what you're up to. But like, you know, so there's a bunch of states who feel that the Constitution has become, you know, not become worthless. So I mean, a lot could happen till the inauguration. That's what I'm saying. A lot could happen. I wouldn't. This has been a crazy time. Anything could happen. Basically, what I am, and I really got to get the chat. Oh, a second. Sorry, I had to inhale some nasal spray. So I can breathe again. That is very good. I try not to do it on camera because that can be so used as I'm like looking like I'm doing coke. Like I could afford coke. Jonathan Cox, how you doing? Yeah, Freddie, Derek McMahon, how you doing? Problem Big, how you doing? Kelly, how you doing? Easton, how are you? Darren M, how are you, sir? I do like the book you sent me, by the way. I'm so glad you're here, 5 minutes. Okay, you hold my whole religious rant. I thought it's going to be 5 minutes. 25 minutes. Bloody hell. Colonel Masters is here. Just ask the area. Let's see what we're up to. Really absolutely hated voting for McCain and Romney. Yeah, I can hear that. Well, what can you do? You hold your nose. That's where you go. Guess Biden's fighting a cold as he's... Yeah, that's the other thing. He's got to bloody survive. He's already falling apart. Like, who knows what's going to go down? Robert Baratheon. Thank you, probably. There's so much could go down. I mean, and so much probably planned to go down. I mean, come on. What's the name? Kamala Harris is going to be president, isn't she? Who can say no to that? God. I mean, it's like watching what's that one? The Omen. Yeah, like the third or fourth one where he's old, where he's Sam Elliott, and you see him become president. You're like, this is what I'm like, yeah, this is going to be bad. So I do think he's. I don't know how. And listen, I really hope so because it's gonna make me look very good. I'm like, no, not how you doing, mate. Voted against Biden. Look, Lynch. Look, I'm zooming through the chat tonight. I'm doing really good. I'm 8 minutes behind. That's not so bad. PD Rich, how you doing? Heather Sulu, hi. Chris Persia, king of those Canadian riches. How you doing? I'm so late. I'm starting at the beginning. Oh, okay. Well, you could have called it. That was a fair play again. Oof. The static sound on the intro is very loud. I'm sorry. So could you do something? Okay, I will try and remember. I will absolutely try and remember. Can everyone just remind me? If I don't, I just jumped. Let me go back. I wasn't so far out. 1 second. About to happen, mate. No. What happened? Democrats have the gift of snatching defeat from the... They do, don't they? And yeah, look, listen. There's that other election coming up. Maybe they'll just cheat even worse. And it'll be so obvious. Everybody goes like, yeah, come on. like really? Like Stacey Abrams always got like 1.3 million ballots. Like, I got 1.3 million ballots. I'm going to get going. I'm like, really? Like, yeah, the Chinese just gave them to me. They got the whole Chinese thing, Jeremy Swalwell. I mean, like, what the hell? These are like there's so much not to look at. This is the king has no clothes on. So, like, in this environment with like this much craziness going, the status quo is going to stay the same for another 3 weeks. You think? It's 2020, baby. 2021's coming. You know, who thinks it's going to be any saner? Richard Dickey, how are you? Rich, Jonathan Cox, Kevin L, how are you? I didn't. No, I'm up to date. If I get a good decision to make Biden a new leader, because the further of the utter fraud incited in the soul of the believing America will sift away if history unfolds. Yes, I didn't really understand that. I'll be quite frank. Fine, one second. We're going to talk about a lot of Star Wars stuff. There's a lot of Star Wars stuff. But I wanted to invite, I didn't even speak to him at all. You know, I really should have planned a lot more. I wanted to invite Ninja Knight. He knows all Star Warsy stuff. So let me see if I can find him in my Twitwats. there's lots of people. There's so many people who contact me on Twitter. I just wish I paid more attention. I'm terribly sorry. I'm very slow. Let's write the message. Hey there. There's great bit plan, but we're not doing it. I'll tell you what I'm saying. Hey there. Talking lots in caps of Star Wars stuff. In caps right now. You free to join. This is what it's like knowing me. Okay, so there you go. You got a real insight. It's not. I bet it's basically what you expected it to be. So I had this idea for a bit. Well, I was going to do a real. How are you doing? I was going to do Biden will melt away like Tut's mother in that that great bill. Yeah, because that guy certainly has about. Yeah, listen, something weird's gonna happen. Okay, don't tell me nothing weird's gonna happen. At this point, it'll be kind of weird if nothing weird happened, right? Anyway, what was I up to? So I sent Star Wars stuff because we got lots of Star Wars stuff. So we've got talk about Only Fools and Horses. That was kind of funny. That was it. Have you guys seen this article? I can't tell if it's a spoof or not. I don't think it is, but who knows? Because it's just too much, man. It's absolutely too much, and like it's crazy. It's basically this guy. It's like real like nut my doctor kind of guy, you know, one of those nut. Oh my god! So yeah, I was going to talk about them. I was going to do this bit, this real like nut my doctor mailbag, right? Where I actually live answered their tweets. I thought that'd be really funny. But like, oh God, I got embroiled with 2 of them over the last 24 hours. I'm like, oh man. And like, oh my God, how many times can you lose? Oh, like spank down a time, like boom, 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 over and over again. Like how, like, and you keep coming like you're your neck with your chin's running into it. What's wrong with these idiot children? I mean, yeah, look, I know you think you're 21, but come on, man. It's like, listen. It does something to you, which is very cruel, to be raised without ever hearing the word no. If ever hearing like no is a bad thing, being denied anything. It's very cruel to do that to a human being because it turns you into one of these narcissists, right? These are people who have never heard the word no before. They never heard the word pushback. They can't conceive. They cannot conceive of there being another worldview, right? They can't like wait a minute. What? Trans women are women? Well, mostly, I can't. I mean, let me talk about it. No, I'm like, well, listen, I'm not gonna bow down to your idols because you bloody tell me to. I don't care. And quite frankly, I don't care about Twitter enough either. Oh yeah, I would hate to lose my YouTube channel, but I mean, just don't make me say, yeah, in every case, that's deeply against my beliefs because I can't do that. Anyway, so yeah, but one of these idiots, they saw Only Fools and Horses, a rather innocuous, kind of fun, friendly, beloved sitcom. Like, but everybody loves it. It's like one of them. Everybody's my favorite thing ever. Makes them feel warm inside, right? Like, just in fact, I might go and watch one right after this because it's just so good. You know, it's just like, and they did Christmas ones, and the Christmas ones are always good. You know, so let me find this article. Yeah, 1 second. It was sent many ways. It was in many ways. Where is it? Was it this one? No. Was it this one? Yeah, there you go. Oh, I nearly said the guy's name out. He told me don't do that, right? And I was like, right, thank you. Well, thank you, gentlemen who sent it to me. That's very nice of you. Let me share the screen. Because this is prices. I mean, I don't know if it's real or not. I think it is, right? I think it is. My brain can't really get over if it is, you know. Sotheby's, so Sassoon collection. I watched Only Fools and Horses for the first time, and I was just mortified. Like, who is this guy? Okay, let's look a bit more about April Curtin. I mean, male, female, live, or like April Curtin. Okay, they're on Twitter. Let's look at their twats. This is fascinating. Okay, we need to do a deep dive. Okay, let's see who she is. God, so she is 12. Is she a comedian? Okay, one second. Let me see. Let's just go to her Twitter feed for a minute and find out who she really is. Shara Booth, who gives a crap. 100 people celebrating the death of the police. I have no idea. Sadiq Khan's earned a warning. Could be okay. Okay, nothing to do. I listen. She can't be too crazy then. So far, crazy people normally can't keep themselves not crazy for a long time. I've gone back 5 days already, so I don't know. She seems reasonably sane. I thought she'd be more crazy than this, right? No, okay. She's got a very, very sane Twitter feed, right? I've seen a lot crazier. I mean, she's big into the mask thing. Come on. Oh well, I was still looking at the article. I thought you were looking at the Twitter feed with me. There you go. Never mind. Never mind. Fine. Let's just read this article. April Curtin. There we go. Back there. Okay. So I think she's for real, right? I think she's for real. Bloody ads everywhere. I was approximately 30 seconds into the first episode of Only Fools and Horses when I gave up hope. To say it was a disaster from the start would only be minutely unfair. John Sullivan's upbeat soundtrack playing over the bustling markets, old school pubs, and other dim yet colourful shots of 1980s London was a first-class introduction. Okay. Although they didn't have the iconic Nicholas Lyndhurst intro in the first season. It was like, it's weird when you it's like this real like sitcom-y one from the 80s. The iconic 3-wheel in front of a van panning into the interviews over high-rise council estates based in Peckham that were in Acton set the scene for a vibrant, charismatic comedy. And in many ways, I'm sure it is. Well, okay, what's your problem then, Captain Cray Cray? But watching what is arguably London's and one of Britain's most loved comedy of all time, watching what is arguably London's and even one of Britain's most loved comedies of all time. Bloody hell. Really? I'm terrible at editing. No, I expect to be left with a smile on my face. Instead, I never left with one. Okay. Oh, I can't stand it already. Let me see. I started series 1, episode 1 with jokes at the expense of black people. Immediately sets the sinister tone for another racist and sexist show. Why is it? Okay, no. Okay, again. Your standards, silly little girl. Your standards are your standards, right? That in its time, it was neither racist nor sexist, and I think it probably is neither racist nor sexist now. I just think you're a ridiculous little snowflake. That's what I think. I mean, again, I haven't seen it, and it might be racist and sexist, but it might just be like, I don't think there's hatred towards black people in it or other people. I think there's talking about their differences and that's kind of what I remember about Only Fools and Horses. Again, I haven't seen it for years, but like Rodney I can't remember his name. Like Denzel, he had black friends that they took the piss out of each other because he's white and he's black, right? Like it was about the funny fags again. Oh, what's his name? Denzel? Right, and they made an issue of their different skin colors, and it was fun and it was funny, and it wasn't racist. It was just we're different and it's fun. Yeah, that's all. These silly little girls. Oh my god. I mean, like, that's just I want to tell you, like, yeah, you spent your life with your daddy saying, yeah, you're a special little girl. And look, you're not a bad person, but for God's sake, grow up. You know, get a freaking life. Unbelievable. I mean, these kids, these freaking idiot kids, do my head in. Granda's inability to pronounce a black man's name is unkind and frankly boring. No. It was again. It's a laughing at ourselves because we are overcoming racial differences, right? And we've overcome them, and we're like, yeah, he's still in there, but he loves everyone. The fact that it turns out to be another black man that they're talking about is even more so. More so what? Okay. God, and let me tell you, somebody should have told you, you write like shit as well. Idiot little girl. Oh my God. Read something back to yourself. God, I mean, I'm sure you want to hear yourself, but really, here's the thing. They think their first thought through their head is the most important thing in the freaking universe and can never be wrong and ever question because they've never experienced that before. They've got a cupboard full of participation trophies and to prove how stunning and brave they are. Make all the excuses you want. What? You're an ignorant, stupid cunt. Yeah, okay. I'll make that excuse. You're an ignorant, stupid cunt. Yeah, okay. That one actually works. But three white men saying such things is completely uncomfortable and unnecessary. No, it's fine. It's not uncomfortable. It's unnecessary. I get why she's confused. She doesn't know she's an ignorant, stupid cunt. Right? She doesn't know that. And she thinks she's normal. No, darling. You're not normal. You're an ignorant, stupid cunt. Okay? And people have done you a disservice not telling you. Okay? It's not nice. It's not fun. It's not funny. You know? People should have told you beforehand. And you'll already be less of an ignorant, stupid cunt. But you're an ignorant, stupid cunt. You know, what do you want? It's not my fault. I didn't listen. If I was your parent, I wouldn't let you walk around being, oh, you don't really have a choice. That's the truth. You don't really have a choice. I mean, like, my oldest daughter, they do tell me, like, she doesn't act this way other than in front of me, which is like just borderline needs to be institutionalized. Actually, that does make sense because the evidence is pretty good. She's very successful. You know, she's got job offers and, you know, she's doing well in school. And I mean, she's very successful. Yeah, I just can't square that with the person that she is at home. I was like, really? They seem like one seems crazy and the other one seems competent. So I'm confused. I'm confused how those two things are going on simultaneously. So, yeah, listen, you don't really have any... But I guess it's good she's good outside the house. Darling, you're not at home. You're not inside your house right now. You need to stop. Okay, you're having a little girl hissy fit. It's embarrassing for you mainly and anybody who's related to you. You know, this is not good. Yeah, I mean, you gotta come out and say this is a parody, right? You've got to do that. This is even worse. And the discrimination only grew worse. Oh no. Old dog and some Chinese tart are just a couple of phrases used to describe women. Oh, not cherished flowers, not beautiful butterflies that cannot be looked at, not radiant beams of light. No, they were described as old dog. Or Chinese tart. What kind of Philistines are these? I say they should be wiped from the face of reality. I say their every pleasure taken away and burnt before them. I say that's not even bad enough. You're an ignorant, stupid cunt. Oh, can anybody try and get her on Twitter and see if she'll come on the channel? That would be ridiculous, right? Wouldn't that be great? Yeah, look, anyway, anyone wants to do that, yeah, Florin from me. Okay, let's go on. But of course, not to the faces, of course. No, God, that would be rude. Chinese, Japanese, all the same to me. Tellboy ads, more race, yeah, oh, more racism. But at this point, am I even surprised? Why would you be? Like, you live your life in this dour, horrible universe of grievance and vengeance. That's basically the world you live in. Of course, many may rush to defend the much-loved show. No, I'm not defending it. I'm saying you're an ignorant, stupid cunt. It doesn't need defending. You do. You need defending because you're an ignorant, stupid cunt. Is that a clear enough phrase to use for a woman? Because just in case I wasn't clear, I should really turn my camera on for this. It's let me just go. What's her name? One second. Look at a picture on Twitter. She's 12. What the hell? I'm not sure. I think she's too young to die. I know she published it. April Curtin. You're an ignorant, stupid cunt. There's many things in the world you're not going to understand. And that's not because they're wrong. That's because you are. The only way to stop being an ignorant, stupid cunt is by stop being big and ignorant, stupid cunt. It's really that simple. You just got to not assume your every thought through your infantile brain is gold, but maybe evaluate it. Maybe look. Okay, I called you names, but I'm actually going to give you good advice now, right? You need something in your life called a tripod of objectivity. And a tripod of objectivity, that is, you need somebody who is further along in life than you, and in a direction you want to go in. And you've got to try and find a way for them to be your mentor, right? And once you have a mentor, you can ask them, what do you think about this, right? See what they think, bounce ideas off them, right? That's the first leg of your tripod. Your second leg, you probably have. That's a peer group. That's the trouble is you only have that. That's the only you only have that. And again, it's better if you had a group of people that weren't of uniformity, uniformity of thought. That's normally bad. So peer group. The third, an important leg in the tripod of objectivity. Well, I've learned this from Rabbi Ariel Niven. Is a student. A student. Take somebody who is not as advanced than you in life and mentor them, right? And be able to take advice from all three of them, right? And when they all concur, as they would have done right now, they would say, there, I do that. There we go. So listen. If I write this, will I come across as an ignorant, stupid cunt? They all, because they all care for you, would have said, oh, most definitely. Most definitely. You would definitely come across as an ignorant, stupid cunt. Because, there's no other really way of describing it, is there? Okay, so it's not rushing to defend it, including some of the stars themselves. Yeah, no, we don't need to. You don't need to. I no defense necessary. You're just a moron. In 2018, actors Sue Holders, who played Marlene told PA, whoever they are, there have been people saying you could only make you could never make only fools and horses. Now that it was racist, it wasn't remotely racist. Del Romney, all that community, there wasn't one racist ounce in their body. 100% correct. Use this as evidence all you want, but we're talking about the same women who said well, she supports Me Too. Says she feels sorry for men nowadays. Yeah, well, why is that contradictory? Okay, well, explain to me why is that in any way contradictory, right?
Why can't you like men and women? Why is your support of Me Too predicated on hating men? Right? I think that does indicate you're an ignorant, stupid cunt. God's sake. The very first episode, Dell gave me a big hug, kissed me fondly, and pitched my ass, and nobody took any offense at it. She said, except Boise, who looked daggers, right? Okay. And every time we met, every time that would happen, it was fun. Listen, I get why women don't want this to happen now. I'm all for, there should be consent to touching each other, right? I understand that. I generally speak. I mean, listen, if women generally gave consent for this, I guess it's okay, but I'm fine with that not being the case, right? Whatever. I'm okay either way on this one. Thanks for the insight, but I think other women impacted by the Me Too. But you haven't been impacted by anything, you ignorant, stupid cunt. You're 12. You're 12. No one's ever. It's never happened. You just like waving your grievance around because you have nothing in your life. Granted, all the humor is at the episode of Race or Sex. Oh God, who gives a shit what you think? And we're certainly not expected to respect anything that comes out of cocky, uneducated Del Boy's mouth. Okay, so while I don't condone or justify attitudes for simply being in the day, I think the writers could make much more enjoyable series written off. Idiot. Freaking idiot. Is that over? Please tell me it's over. I think it's over. Oh, what an idiot. Oh, more than an idiot. I would go further and say she strikes me. Bit of an ignorant, stupid cunt. All things considered. Finally, we catch up with the chat, see what everybody else thought while I was having a read of that. So there you go. That's a headline story done. I want to do Big Finish Christmas as well. That's the other big one. And I think I'll tell you what. Yes, let's see. Whoa, did it just jump big time? Robot 3 just released a bit. Oh, God, more things I need to listen. That Jono's a right broker. Yes, she is. Says Retro Dicky. We agree there. Find the only episode I got. You know what? I'm going to check them out. I got to watch Scrooge, though. I'm so glad that a pro big on here was doing that. Brian, do you want to come on? Peter is, oh God, another person from the... Oh God, yeah, I know. Let me see. Here, let me send you the link. Invite, there you go. Copy the clipboard. Going to the twats. There you go. Doink. Fine. Link sent. Link sent Chun. Sulekin, can you get God to strike down the woke? Oh, if I could, I freaking would. Right, yeah, the good Lord. Listen, listen, it's, yeah, I would hope not. It's yours now, Garth, in Sickness and Health. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I want them to release the Sickness and Health with her in-vision commentary, right? Yes. Oh, woke commentary. She's missed a trick. I'm telling you. I know. Pampered idiots. Robert Bain, how you doing? 81. Yeah. I tell you, it's really weird that first season without the regular music. I think it's on YouTube. Who's there? No letters here. I'm guessing Miranda. No. Tracy Thomas, how you doing? She doesn't meet the guy who was in the cast only was on his back. Yes, I will find that. Sorry. She doesn't want to meet the guy who had the cast of Only Fools and Horses on his back. It was mega. I will have to find the on the internet. Okay, I don't know what that is, but okay. Easton, how you doing, PD Rich? I think I said hello to you already, but I'll say hello again. Lottie Webb, how you doing? Shane Phillips, how are you? They should have she'll probably think, oh, yeah, how this world, this is how the world should be. That's Brave New World. She would love Brave New World. I mean, she would hate it because it's taking the piss out of her, but I think she's stupid, so she wouldn't get it. Okay, you're on Crobbing time. Blimey, you are on it. You're on it all, mate. Fine. I think that's everybody. There we go. Fine. Let me look up the Star Wars series because we have a lot of them to go through. Let me see. I got an image, I think, of them, so we can find them that way. Now, I was not interested in any way, shape, or form until I started seeing the trailers, and I was like, well, okay then. That was incredible. Firstly, let me look up the blurb on them all. 1 second. Yeah, I saw. You just tweeted me. No problem. New Star Wars shows. Let's have a look. Should have a list of them all. What was that? I found a website which had them all there listed. Are they on Games Radar? I guess. Okay. Okay, let's look at Screen Rant. Oh, Screen Rant's always my favorite. I love a bit of Screen Rant. Fine. Let's have a look. So we'll do Doink, and I'll give you my opinion as I go. Chrome tab. Screen Rant. Here we go. Screen Rant. Always tons of fun. Tons of fun for all the family. Screen Rant. Anytime you feel you have too many brain cells, then read a bit of Screen Rant, and you will feel better. You'll feel much more looser in your head. Right, Obi-Wan Kenobi. After much rumor, so this was originally a movie. This was one of the movies that they got retasked into a Disney Plus show. After much rumor speculation, even Ewan McGregor's return as Obi-Wan Kenobi was confirmed Disney in 2019 with the Mandalorian Deborah Charles. Oh, she did good episodes, by the way, of Mandalorian. That first season, she did excellent episodes. Alaska Project have been fairly quiet since then, with conflicting reports. Obi-Wan's progress now, titled Obi-Wan Kenobi Simple But Effective. Disney reveals that the Jedi story will pick up 10 years after Revenge of the Sith as Obi-Wan watches over young Luke Skywalker. In arguably the biggest surprise of the night, Hayden Christensen now confirms to reprise his role as Darth Vader, Kenobi's fallen apprentice, and the Empire's resident Sith Lord. Maybe he's in it like slightly. Maybe he's in it in flashback a lot as well. But they're saying he's playing as Darth Vader. Right, that's interesting. I just get I get the feeling. Actually, did they have a trailer for that? I think. Yeah. There we go. 1 second. Because I went through most of these trailers, and the trailers look really good. So let's go. 1 second. I'll have a quick look on YouTube. I won't play it because I'll remember if I've seen it. It just recommended me. That's pretty good. I like you, YouTube. Recommend me more. Obi-Wan. Oh, there was. Oh, this isn't new. Oh, this is all of the ones. Okay, I don't know anything about the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. I got to do a little bit more research before I could intelligently tell you about it. But Ahsoka is the show that's allegedly going to go decanonize the sequel trilogy, right? I just don't believe that rumor. I don't think they're going to decanonize it. I think they're going to. I think at most they would. What would they do? I think they would make it. There are several Star Wars, right? They're making it a multiverse Star Wars. But I don't think they're going to decanonize it, and especially Kathleen Kennedy seems very much in charge, right? Right. So Kathleen Kennedy seems totally in charge. So it seems a weird rumor. But maybe they look. Disney are going hard in the path of The Mandalorian, which is give the customers what they want. Give the customers passionate projects that which the trailers that I've seen have been. So listen, I'm not so on board for Ahsoka Tano show. I'd be honestly, because I wasn't so on board for her performance as Ahsoka Tano, as Rosanna Dawson's performance for Ahsoka Tano. I just thought her body language was wrong, didn't work for me. Whereas Bo-Katan and Katie Sackle body language was freaking perfect. That's the other thing. I saw Ninja Knight on Twitter. He put out a Bo-Katan action figure. I was like, that is freaking gorgeous. I really like that. But Katie Sackhoff there. Yeah, absolutely. But it's supposed to, and the logo has this like veil of the Force kind of look to it. The logo has like this, the same, like, so it could be a multiverse show. That's what people, but none of these are like, I don't think either of these are going to be till 2022. Maybe Obi-Wan's going to be 2021. Obi-Wan strikes me as going to be like a big budget event, be like a 6-hour movie, right? Which I kind of like, I like them doing that. Yeah, I'd be fine if they did it like Mandalorian, like 8 episodes of being half hour to an hour. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think Mandalorian should. Robert Rodriguez wasn't wrong when he said they're essentially fan films, right? They had no play. He had 19 pages of script. He added in 5 pages of action, right? But like, I do get the feeling he was like a last minute casting choice, like a directing choice. I think I'm getting the feeling he had to fill in for someone, right? That's my vibe. That's the vibe I got from him. But anyway, I could have him having more plot, which I guess the Obi-Wan show gets. I get the feeling is, and certainly the Andor show certainly is. They seem like a sort of 1-season Game of Thrones sort of show. Ahsoka's still 4 years away, said Chris Persia. Blimey. 2024, that's okay. But they just dropped so much stuff they were talking about. So where we go? Screen wrap. Anakin Skywalker isn't only the only returning basis. Former apprentice is getting in on the fun too. Ahsoka Tano, Rosa Romans in Star Wars, Clone Wars, and Rebels. I still haven't seen a Rebels one. I'm not really interested. First blah 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 blah. Something like Mandalorian, but I've also blah blah blah. Dave, big Dave Filoni show. Rangers of the New Republic. This is going to be the Cara Dune show if she bends her knee, I guess. If not, it's going to be. I get the feeling like like a cowboy. Yeah, like I mean, it's based on this character. That's going to be damn boring. No, you got to have like cowboy rangers, Rangers, yeah, okay, Rangers of the New Republic. So essentially, it's a cowboy show in space. Without Cara Dune, I listen. What I'll get Disney Plus Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'll get it for Ahsoka as well. Rangers, I gotta see a trailer first. Andor, the trailer as well, freaking awesome, looked awesome. So this character is interesting. He's pre Last Jedi, even though he's still Disney Star Wars. So he's kind of free of that stench. It's incredible, but he really is. And it's he's still back when Star Wars was good, right? So, and what they're doing seems to be a very good, espionage spy show in the Star Wars universe. That seems to be what they're doing a lot. They're doing different genre shows in the Star Wars. They're mainly cowboy shows, but different genre shows in the cowboy universe. So this looks good. This actually looks pretty good. So strangely, I'm actually very interested about this one. This is Leslie Headland's one. So she is the former assistant of Harvey Weinstein. She is tough, and she is she's just tough. She's super Hollywood. But at the same time, she did an interview recently, and boy, did she just say everything right. She just she said everything that fans would want to hear. And she did Russian Doll, which I thought was excellent. Excellent. No, I thought it was interesting. Okay, I thought it was interesting. I think the High Republic is boring as hell. But I think she could probably. I'm holding out for her to actually be able to drop a good show. I think she wants to do a show that people are gonna like. Right? I think she wants it. She wants to be successful. She definitely wants to be successful. And I think she's got the talent to get the fans behind her. I think she's going to deliver good product, right? I also think it's going to be very woke. I think it's going to have a lot of woke tropes. But I'm pretty much fine with woke tropes if it's something that the creator actually believes in, and it's not a platform for it, right? It's just a reflection of the creator. So this one I actually got a lot hopeful. Bad Batch is essentially, Clone Wars. They did a Bad Batch, 4 episodes. So it seems to be, it's kind of like the A-Team in Star Wars, right? They've left, the Empire is now Palpatine, so they've left the Empire, and they're kind of like soldiers of fortune, A-Team-ish type character. Lando, Bad Batch I would not get Disney Plus for. Neither Lando. I mean, that's got to have damn good buzz behind it because it's by dear white people. It seems to be a very painfully finger waggy Vicar of Dibley, take a knee for Black Lives Matter vibe I'm getting off it. So yeah, you got to win me over. Star Wars Visions, kind of like the Twilight, isn't it? That's it. So yeah, it's like a different versions of different like anime type Star Wars. Okay, I wouldn't get Disney Plus, right? I would watch it, right? I would watch it with Disney, but that's not a get Disney Plus for. That's like I would watch it with Droid Story. I didn't even look to see what it was. I just assumed it was a cute kids show. R2D2 and C3PO, always a little buzz on Woody. An iconic droid duo will return in Disney Plus's A Droid Story alongside unspecified new hero. Looks like it's going to be Caravan of Courage. Currently in its infancy, a droid. Okay, bollocks. It probably won't be out 5 years. Who gives a crap? Mandalorian, yeah. Wait, there's more. Wait, there's a whole another batch. Where the hell? More? Where the hell? Where'd they go? I don't want Admiral Thrawn. Oh, man. Fine. Let me go back to this then. At least I have that bloody graphic. That looked good. Okay, let's try that. We'll do this. Tell you, YouTube going offline the other day. I think something was funky was going on with that. Okay, is it sharing? Yeah, okay, fine. So Rangers we talked about, Bad Batch we talked about, Obi-Wan we talked about. Obi-Wan's going to be a prestige project, right? It's certainly going to be a high level prestige project. Ahsoka, you see, it's got that like Veil of the Force type look to it in the. That one you got to win me over. I'm open-minded because of what you've done with the Mandalorian. Andor, I saw the trailer of, did win me over again. High level game. I think of a 1-season Game of Thrones. That's basically what I think you got, which sounds really darn good to me. I do in general think we're going to see more like standalone miniseries, and I just think Mandalorian is the way forward. Really, it just is. There's the let's just do Star Wars that people want. Let's not try and preach to people. And I think if they can get the values in as well, like the Acolyte is going to have the values in. I think Obi-Wan too. I mean, but if you make it story first, Ahsoka obviously, and make it story first, And you keep up. You got us listening, right? You got us listening with the Mandalorian. Now Disney Plus, you got all the Marvel shows starting up. You're going to have WandaVision starting in about 2-3 weeks. Followed by that, there'll be what's the one? Falcon and Winter Soldier, right? Both these, if you keep up the quality, right? The quality, you could Disney Plus. This is where you can like start to soar, right? And then, although I have to tell you, the Warner Brothers slate for HBO Max, good move, but their price point, not a good move. Anyway, so can we talk Andor again? High level show, looked interesting. Lando looks like I'm not gonna. Yeah, that's fine. I will. You know what? It strikes me it's going to be not as bad as, but in the same vein as Lovecraft County, right? In the same kind of vein as that. Droid Story, I really couldn't care less. Looks like a kiddie show. Acolyte. Leslie Headland's one. And let me zoom in on that. That does look a little bit Sithy. Let me zoom in on that logo. Right, so it looks like it's a Sith acolyte. That would be my guess, right? That would be, or somebody who was that is now being trained as a Jedi. I just think Leslie Headland is hungry and willing to produce a good show. That's what I think. Totally what I think. So then you got the Taika Waititi movie. Looked pretty good. But then I saw the trailer for Rogue Squadron. Had no interest in it whatsoever. Zero interest. And saw this trailer. Freaking got me pumped like I've never been pumped before. Awesome trailer. So essentially it starts off. You have, what's the name? Patty Jenkins, who is on good standing with me. She seems to have done good work thus far. I don't know what Wonder Woman's going to be. See, initially I thought Wonder Woman 84 was going to be totally Orange Man bad, and the reason they're putting on HBO Max is because it's going to stale. Then it became clear, no, that was the what's this one? Doctor Who fan. That was good on with it. What was I going to say? Totally threw me off. I just saw something Doctor Who fan. Man, what are they saying? So it starts off. She Patty Jenkins. Fine. So I thought HBO Max was the reason they put it on because it was going to sell. Then I saw it's like, no, it's their entire strategy, and this was just. I guess that was just like a test in the waters. It went down very well. Got well received. And so that's the way forward. So the right. So anyway, Rose Squadron was starts off Patty Jenkins. So I think she's still Patty Jenkins still has my hope in her. She's a good creator. So it starts off. It's like she's rollerblading and she's talking about how she grew up and her father was a fighter pilot, and it just gives us such a great story, right? About how it tells about like the love she had for her father and like how the awe she had for speed and fighter pilots, and she's been wanting to tell the ultimate fighter pilot movie of all time, and she's just been trying to write the right story and the right thing, and then she said, "I got it," and then she puts on the orange jumpsuit and she walks and gets into an X-wing. And you just know it's going to be a freaking awesome movie. And it might be full of agenda, but I think she's totally sold me on it. So yeah, that looks very good. That does look very good. Fine, let's close that up. Let's have a look at Big Finish Christmas. Actually, they got a Christmas sale on, which kind of goes through a lot of their Christmas best releases. I will take you through my favorites right now. Why is that Christmas release? Whatever. I wouldn't say it's Christmas here at all. Yeah, I will look at it with you guys, and then we'll do this. Chrome tab. I think you're wrong, Rabbi. I think LH is a full on SJW. Oh, what's LH? Cancel. Whatever. I think you're wrong. Have we grabbed that? I think LH is full on SJW and has seen the opportunity to infiltrate Star Wars and poison it. Who's LH? LH. Lena Headland? Maybe. She's full on SJW, 100%. I still like Russian Doll. I 100%. She's full on SJW. And go look up her interview on Bounding into Comics, right? Look up her interview on Bounding into Comics. Said everything right. She may just be worming away in, but because she had much the same as with Henry Cavill, right? Henry Cavill is the sole reason I watched The Witcher, and I reasonably enjoyed it, right? I reasonably enjoyed The Witcher. But it was only because of Henry Cavill. And I didn't know if he was believing what he was saying or not, and I didn't care. At least they were saying the right thing, right? So she was saying the right thing. That's given her my non-dismissal, right? I will look at the trailer. I think she's got a chance of pulling it out, right? That's basically where I am. So yeah, it could be, 100% could be, but I think there's reason to be hopeful. Let's have this big finish. I'll take you through these. Death in Blackpool, not a good Christmas story. Not a good Christmas story. Don't like that at all. Very depressing. It's the one where Sheridan Smith, what's her name? Lucy Miller leaves the Eighth Doctor at Christmas. Kind of sets up the art, but not really fun at all. Sigelman and these are really good. These releases, they should have them much cheaper though. These Sigelman and Casting the Runes. Isn't there another one as well? Yeah, there's an Edgar Allan Poe one. Edgar Allan Poe is read by David Soul. Freaking awesome. He reads Edgar Allan Poe stories. Why isn't that there? And really, these things should be like $1.50. These things should be cheap as anything. They're short stories. So you got John Sessions reading the Dickens ones and the horror stories, and you got Andrew Sachs, who was very good reading these M.R. James stories. So yeah, both of those good. I think they're a bit better overpriced though, but they're still. How long are these releases? Let's have a look. $7.50. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many stories is it? 127 minutes. That's not bad. Yeah. Both those good. Recommend. Bit pricey. Chimes of Midnight. Classic Doctor Who. Now we're getting 2 classic Doctor Who Christmas stories. This one isn't really a Christmas story because it's not really set at Christmas, although they are trapped in Christmas. This is more like Sapphire and Steely Christmas story. That one where they're trapped in this recurring Victorian Edwardian Christmas. Good story, like classic story, written by what's his name? Robert Shearman, one of his finest, and he's actually kind of a lost classic now. He doesn't do so much more. This one is a lot of fun though. This one is Christmassy. Was it relative dimension? This one's fun. It's Christmassy and it's fun and it's set at Christmas. Written by Mark Platt. It's got the Eighth Doctor hanging out with Susan and older Susan and her son. Uplifting. See, I like Christmas to be kind of either uplifting or scary. So that Chimes of Midnight, that's more of like a spooky dooky one. This one's got one. This is not bad. $1.99. So this is a fun one. But do they have the box set? Let's have a look. Oh, really? Okay, yeah. So this is a let's have a look. Yes, let me go over here. $1.99. This is a strong recommend. In fact, I just think the whole Sherlock Holmes range is always very, very Christmassy. In fact, let me have a quick we'll have a quick overview of the ranges we're here. But this one for $1.99, good little story. It's like Sherlock Holmes, Invisible Man, sort of. Let's have a quick overlook at this range. So yeah, so the whole you get it's like an extra story. For $25, you get Blackstone. You get what's it going? The Master of Blackstone Grange. Because then they had what's his name? He did like 4 of these box sets, which are really good. The Judgment of Sherlock Holmes, the Ordeals of Sherlock Holmes, and the Adventure of the Prettiest Marriage. That's not bad. That's $2.99. That's Sherlock Holmes trying to in retirement, being forced to solve the mystery of the Titanic. That starts off the story. Then you got Sherlock Holmes and the Tangled Skein. That's Holmes and Dracula. Hound of the Baskervilles, excellent adaptation. Speckled Band, excellent, absolutely excellent. Again, that's like a book on tape. Final Problem at the House, good adaptation. Yeah, all these are great. Holmes and Ripper, also good. These other ones I would miss. But yeah, these are, if you want something Christmassy, I would go for any of these, to be honest with you. Don't know why they only have that one on the sale. They should put more up. Swords and Clans at Santa, tons of fun. Oh my God, so much fun. Iris Wildtime. So Iris Wildtime is like this boozy time lady companion, like friend of the Doctor. And she's normally played by Katie Manning. And her companion is a small stuffed panda called Teddy, I think, played by David Benson, who plays him like a hoity-toity, like aristocrat. Really fun, really fun. $3.99. Strong recommend. Blood on Santa's Claw and Other Stories wasn't very good. Not very memorable. Didn't really grab me. Paddle the Gang. I haven't heard that one. Ravenous. Yeah, this had a one Christmassy story. It wasn't that great. It was kind of a Christmas story. It was like some German Christmas folklore. Didn't do it for me at all. Confessions. I like the Dorian Gray stuff, and he has a Ghost of Christmas Past. Yeah, I would recommend that. The book and tape. This is just out. I haven't heard it yet, but it's says Christmassy. I will listen. Terrorhawks is free. That's a funny thing. And Frostbite is also good. It's a free thing. Is that all they have there? There's more Christmassy stuff I can think of. No, I really can't. Okay, so that's their Christmas sale. Although they should put more Sherlock Holmes stuff on. Fine. That's that. Screen camera on. Let's have a look at the old thumbnail. See what else we got to do. Talk you through the making of the thumbnail. Always a fun part of the shit of the. So only fools and twats. The Nutmeg Doctor. Who that person was? Such a Nutmeg Doctor. Tries to watch classic TV with Ellis. Yes. Deep dive into Star Wars. Yeah, I went through all the Christmas. Excellent returns. Doctor Who. That's the story. I just want to put him in the thumbnail. Okay. Putting the party hat on him. Not easy, but I did it for you. Big Finish Career. I'm done. Anybody have any questions? Hype for there we go. Let's see what then. Hype for Ninth Doctor. Yeah. Look, I saw Nick Briggs is writing the first one. How Nick Briggs writing for box set one. Yeah, exactly. Should have announced it earlier. M.R. James is a fantastic writer. Crystal Lee. Oh yeah. Those all those ones they did at BBC Two that you can find them on YouTube. You need some David McCallum, The Invisible Man. Yeah, you're right. I got to send Scrooge out to her, and I got to watch Scrooge tonight. Even though I'm not really in the mood. Yeah, I'll get in the mood. Yeah, it's Christmassy enough. Okay, it's got colder in Israel, right? It's got rain. So I started wearing my sweater. But I only really warm up when I stream, because I put my my little hat on. It does warm me up. Something a treat. Man from Uncle. Listen, it's I need to be working, doing something else. How about Jake on Lightfoot? Yeah. Fine. Let's have a quick look. We'll have a quick overview. But they're all Christmassy. Have to do a video of it. Have to do a video. Also, what else have I got to do a video of? I have to go over Noel's rumors, which are bonkers. Those rumors are crazy. So I got to do a video on that. I'm going to do a video on the Christmassy Big Finish. I'm also going to do the best and worst of Big Finish of the year. We've had highs and lows. I'm enthused for next year for Big Finish, though. Good stuff coming up. People we're talking about the Ninth Doctor stuff being a cash grab. I don't think Big Finish really does a cash grab. I think the most cash grab they ever got was all the David Tennant stuff they've been doing recently. That's been very cash grabby. Sword, I mean, it's just he's had more availability, doing more work. I mean, yeah, they know it sells. Is that cash grab? No, it's commerce. It's common, and they haven't overstepped, really. The Time of Victorious not on them. I just listened to the last one today. Not a bad one, not great. It's nothing to do with Time of Victorious because it's completely skippable. But it's a fun little Dalek romp with you. So you got all this like Dalek intrigue. And the brief for it's supposed to be Die Hard in a crippled Dalek spaceship, time ship. Awesome, but it's not doesn't really work out that way. You know, they introduce different characters in the middle. Don't really. It's just if they start the landing with that, it would have been better. First half is better than the second half. It's fun hearing the Dalek interact. It doesn't really connect at all with Time Lord Victorious. Don't need to. You can hear it independently. It's just skippable, totally skippable. So yeah, that's where we are with that. I got to do a review of that. Okay, then we got more Star Trek Discovery. Tomorrow night, Scrooge. Okay, let me do that now. Okay, I'll keep you guys all here. That way, I will definitely do it. I'm gonna go to my Google Drive. I am going to write folder. I am. Where's the Scrooge? I upload Scrooged. Okay, and next week's gonna be Bad Santa, baby. Bad Santa, best movie ever made, in my opinion. I love Bad Santa actually. Okay, let me just send. Okay, so first we go. So we go Scrooge for tomorrow evening. So tomorrow evening, we are going to do a video vault. We're going to be talking about Scrooge. So that's the first person I sent it to. That's the second person to do, and third person. Then where's that fourth person? Oh, the fourth person and fifth person. There you go, right here. And one more follow up. We have to go through a different messenger. That's pain in the ass. There you go. Got you. Done. Fine. That job is done. So tomorrow night, Scrooge. Next week is going to be. Actually, we could talk about a little bit of channel stuff. Next week is going to be Bad Santa. I definitely want to do I definitely want to do a watch along of the Jeremy Brett Sherlock Holmes, the Blue Carbuncle. That's and a bad one for Big Finish will be in my top 10 releases. Really, I haven't listened to it yet. Didn't get that. I was actually going to get the Dracula stuff before that. I'm behind on everything. What was I just talking about? Yeah, I want to do a watch along of the Sherlock Holmes story, the Blue Carbuncle. Maybe do a watch along one of the Abominable Bride, which I do quite enjoy. Maybe Are You Being Served? We'll do an Are You Being Served one. And I'm thinking I'm in the mood for Battlestar Galactica. What do you think that we just start watching Battlestar Galactica? We'll do a big rewatch of it together, and then we'll do review every we'll do a stream every 3 episodes or so. Something like that. Maybe that's the sort of thing. Anyway, there you go. So that's fine. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna have dinner now. That's my next plan. I'm gonna wish you all a very good evening. Season's greeting, everyone. God bless us. God bless us one and all. Yes, indeed, Tiny.